Mhm.
Just to educate people, just so you know.
Okay, sounds
Okay.
good. Hmm.
How's Bailey?
He's good. We went on a nice long walk this morning. He's back
Nice.
here, so yeah.
Yeah, no, he loves his walks. Also, actually, bit of a tangent, but Bailey only poops when he's walking with us.
I know.
That's the thing. That's when he poops.
Yep, that's when he poops.
Okay. Yeah, because my brother was like, he's like, man, he's like, I'll be out there and he won't poop because we take him out to potty before the walk,
Yeah.
and then like he'll literally be walking and pooping at the same time.
Yep, that's what he does.
Okay, so all right, so we're not doing anything wrong.
He's a weird dog.
Yeah, it was funny because my brother walks behind me.
Uh-huh.
He's like Bailey's pooping. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, sometimes he'll walk while he does it, and other times he like lifts his leg up against a tree or something. Like I don't know what he's doing, and then tries to poop that way.
Sure. Like if my brother wasn't there to tell me that he's pooping, I wouldn't even know.
Right.
Like he keeps up with the walk and everything, so it's funny. We love him.
Yeah, he's a weird dog.
Um, so with the training and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I just want to kind of give you your options,
Okay.
because different tools will get you different levels of control, and also like the amount of work that you need to do is
Mm-hmm.
different. Okay.
Okay.
So the prong collar that you have for Bailey
Uh-huh.
is good. It's a good tool. Um, I personally stopped using it just because or stopped teaching it because I find it takes too much technical skill for the owner
Okay.
to use correct. Like there's like it's like you for me it's like you have to be a dog trainer to know how to use it correctly.
Okay, that makes sense.
I train primarily with the e-collar. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure if you're aware of this.
Yeah, I think I saw it on your website or somewhere.
Right. And then that was more so to kind of cover or educate you on what this all is. And
Mm-hmm.
Bailey, you can still train him on the prong collar. I have no problem doing it. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but what you would find is you would still have limitations when it comes to come when called or the recall.
Yeah,
So if you're like at the dog park with him or if he's out running loose, because there's no means for you to make him come back,
that
you're
makes sense.
limited, right?
Yeah.
And
And
e-collar
that's one of the things we need to work on. So,
someone called.
yeah.
Okay, so the e-collar gives you complete off-leash control.
Okay.
Okay, so that's why when I work with my clients, I just use that one tool because I'm like,
Okay.
you get everything right off the bat. Like, why
Okay.
waste your time with this other stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's a good personality type. Uh, how do you say he's sweet, he's goofy, he plays well and all that stuff. So behaviorally, I think he's great. It's not going to change his personality. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people are concerned, like, oh, you're going to make my dog robot? I'm like, no, like your dog is still your dog, but now you have control. But also, like, if he were to be off leash and you see Bailey maybe going to eat goose poop and you don't want him to
Yes.
eat goose poop, right? You can
Yeah.
stop that behavior with this tool. Okay.
Okay.
So, because if I remember correctly, you're a doctor, correct?
Uh-huh.
Are you familiar with TENS units?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
An e-collar is a TENS unit.
Okay.
Okay. So a lot of people think e-collar is like electricity, like a taser,
Uh-huh.
like literally shocking their dog. I'm like, no, it's, they use this technology on humans.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing. It's just the muscle contraction, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's electric, but it's not electricity.
Okay. Sounds good.
And the way it works is every dog's number is different. Um, the dog being super sweet or large or small
Mm-hmm.
has nothing to do with their perception level.
Okay.
So same thing for people. Typically, when they apply it with a human, they'll start low, they'll work their way up, and they'll
Okay.
tell us when it's too uncomfortable. And then the person would say like, oh, like that's too much, and they'll say, okay,
Mm-hmm.
that was 10. We're gonna go to 9 or 8.
Okay.
They let it do its work, right?
Yeah.
Very similar with dogs. We start low,
Okay.
and then we work our way up, and we find a number that's appropriate to Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
My collar goes 0 to 127 in
Okay.
increments of 1. Okay.
Okay.
So I get really fine-tuned numbers.
Uh-huh.
Other brands go 0 to 10. Okay.
Oh.
All that
Okay.
means is 10 and 127 are the same, but I have 117 more breaks.
Okay.
Okay. So I can, because with those cheaper ones, 3 could be too low and 4
Yeah.
can be too high.
Okay.
So then he's yelping and then he's not listening, right?
Okay.
And how do you say? Transference is really high. So what that means is once I've trained the dog and I work with the client, as long as you have the right number and you do the exercises, which are simple, everything just transfers to you.
Okay.
Okay. It's really just kind of understanding how it works. So, dogs aren't like vehicles where you just take them in, you're like, hey, I want the car to go faster, and they do things and the car goes faster, right? Bailey is a living creature. He can make his own decisions. He's there's things that are more rewarding, and you might call him and he might go, no, I want to chase the squirrel instead.
Right.
Is that this tool allows us to just have that control when we need it.
Okay.
And it doesn't take a lot of technical skill to use. You just have to press a button.
Okay.
And if Bailey, for whatever reason, doesn't listen to you like he would listen to me or my staff, all you have to do is go a little bit higher.
Okay.
So to kind of compensate for that gap there.
Okay.
And I've been posting completely uncut training videos with me and clients.
Okay.
To educate people. Like this tool is perfectly safe to use. It's not torturing the dog. And even just through verbal instruction, they're able to get the results as if I was training the dog. Okay. So it's very easy to use. So that's why I tell people, if you're going to invest in training, invest a little more for the training tool, and you'll get so much more out of the training that you get than if you were to just stick to like a prong collar or any other. Okay.
No, let's just do that then.
What do you need Bailey to do?
The things that I want to work on are the recall, like the drop it command, and then he jumps on people a lot at the dog park. We stopped going as much, which I know is my fault because I let him jump on me when I first got him. And then more recently, he's just been chasing the cats a lot. It's only when I'm home because I put in a little video cam. And when I'm not home, he just leaves them alone. I feel like he's getting more jealous almost. And then when we're at the dog park with big groups of dogs, I feel like he gets overwhelmed sometimes and will steal their ball and then get kind of reactive if I try to take it away from him to give it back. So we stopped going to the dog park for now. So I think the biggest things, I guess, are recall, drop it, and then telling him to stop chasing my cats.
Okay. So the drop it and the cat thing are simple.
Okay.
That's most likely something I'd go over on a Zoom session with you.
Okay.
So here, what I would focus on at the facility is the stuff that I can't do with you via Zoom, which would be the pulling stuff and definitely the recall.
Okay.
That's not a problem. And then we'll do a Zoom session, which will cover the chasing the cats and the drop it. And anything that you're trying to stop. So, behavior work is actually very simple.
Okay.
For most things, because it's all about an aversive. Corrections or aversives are meant to stop things you don't like. Okay. So growing up, I was spanked. Right. So if I didn't do my homework, I was spanked. If I talked back to my mom, I was spanked. You know, I didn't do my chores. Right. And that shaped me into the person I am. For the dog. So let's say Bailey tried to take a ball from another dog. That dog might snap or bite Bailey to tell him no, don't touch the ball, right? That's how they establish things. So once you understand that concept, for the things that you described, once you know how to use these aversives, it's going to be super simple for stopping the things. Okay. And the e-collar at the dog park, you can even prevent if Bailey becomes possessive over objects.
That's what he's been doing a lot.
Yeah, you can either prevent it. Because let's say you're at the dog park and he grabs a ball and he'll guard it. Well, then I don't even let him get the ball then. Okay. Right? Because if he can't if you can't play with it appropriately, then I'm not going to allow him to have it. It's kind of my
Right.
approach.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you also can use like the drop it command, and you can use the collar behind that as well. So it should
Okay.
get something. You
Okay.
can make him release it without
Okay.
any kind of tension.
Okay.
Okay, so all that stuff is easy.
Okay.
Anything else with Bailey that you have concerns with or that you're wanting to address?
I guess it's just the jumping on people also.
Okay, so same thing there. It's really just about aversives.
Okay.
And then ideally, if you see Bailey running towards someone and he's going to jump on them,
Yeah.
you'd want to prevent it from happening.
Uh-huh.
And the e-collar, of course, would give you access to that.
Okay.
And that's really just, again, education. We can work on it here to get a baseline.
Okay. Okay.
But, when you take him, he's going to think differently because he's going to go, at Jesse's place, it's really strict.
Yeah.
And then with mom, like if you let Bailey jump on you and get home, like I don't care, right? But he's got to learn to distinguish. I can jump on mom, but I can't jump on people at the dog park.
Yeah.
And that's where there's going to be some confusion.
Okay.
Okay. But it's not a big deal. It's a relatively easy fix.
Okay.
And then over the course of time, as you're consistent with addressing his jumping behavior, you should see him kind of not opt for that.
Okay.
And a very common question that I get is like, when does the e-collar go away? Right? And in my book, when you need it, it doesn't. So when you're outside walking with him, when you're outside taking him to the dog park, and it's not because the training isn't effective, okay? It's because dogs and humans were opportunistic. So with the collar on, he's not dumb. He's going to go, I know you have control, right? But when you remove it, he's going to go, hey, it's not there. What happens if I jump today?
Okay.
Nothing. Cool. So if this is not on, I don't need to jump, right?
Okay.
And dogs don't learn to the degree that a human does. Like you can teach a child you don't steal, right?
Right.
And raise that child morally right. But eventually, when that child moves out and they're an adult, if they decided to steal something, like they could just do it.
Right.
Right? Because you're not there as a parent to reinforce it. Same thing with dogs. Okay. And this is why humans have we have judges, jails, and cops, because and even still people commit crimes.
Right.
Right. So what you would find is you're using it less and less, but it's present in case you need it.
Okay.
Okay. Otherwise, at home, the cat thing, you don't need to use it. There's other ways, and I'll go over this with you via the Zoom on how to stop that behavior.
Okay.
So that you're not dependent on the collar inside.
Okay.
But I would expect whenever you walk them, and if it's a quick potty break just to go pee, like you pop the on him, no big deal.
Okay.
But he'll probably be on his best behavior with the e-collar because that's going to give you the most control.
Okay, that sounds good.
So we have leash pulling, come when called, jumping on people, a little bit of resource guarding, chasing the cat, right?
Yeah, and then hopefully this will be easy too, but he's also just been barking more whenever my buzzer goes off for a delivery or if he hears someone in the hallway.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if he barks when you come to get him or not, but he barks. He's like barking more when he hears people outside our apartment.
Sure. So the barking is normal for a dog because he's just alerting, like, hey, there's a dog present, don't intrude, right? It's funny because when I show up, sometimes he barks as I'm walking through the courtyard. Sometimes when I come into the front door, like the or sometimes it'll be as all the way, not until like I'm actually trying to open the door.
Okay.
So it's funny. He'll bark at random times, but it's normal. When you're as long as you're not getting any complaints. I
haven't yet.
Because it's just an alert bark. It's not like consistent. Barking when you're home would be relatively the same thing with just correcting them.
Okay.
If there's someone that's going to be actively coming in, that's a little bit different because now there's a reason.
Okay.
Right? Because it's knock knock. Who's going to come in?
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Now, when I go, because I'll knock or not knock, but I'll go to unlock. He'll bark, and I'll walk. And as soon as he sees me, he just like rolls on the ground.
Okay.
Okay. So if he's barking continuously when the guest is in, then that's something we would want to address.
Okay, no, he doesn't do that. And I think I created this habit. So once COVID started, I was ordering food more. And so the buzzer goes off, someone comes to the door to drop off food.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But no, he never barks when people are if people are in the house.
Yeah. But we can definitely, if you want to address it, it can be addressed. And it would fall in line with the just correcting behaviors.
Okay.
Yeah. So everything that you're describing is real standard dog stuff.
Okay.
Nothing out the ordinary. Easy to address, in my opinion.
Okay. Well, that's good.
So I think you had spoken to Maria and you wanted to do 5 days of daycare and then 5 days of the daycare and train, correct?
Unless you think that's not enough.
So it would be good enough for because it's good enough to get the foundation of it.
Uh-huh.
How do you say? Because you just need 2 things relative. Like the other stuff I can do via Zoom, that's not a problem. And you just need 2 things. If you needed more stuff, I would tell you like we definitely need much longer.
Okay.
I have no problem with you doing 5 and 5, but he'd most likely need another 5.
Okay.
So for the recall stuff. Okay.
Then let's just do 10. That's like the biggest thing I think I want to work on.
Okay. So that would give us plenty of time because the leash walking stuff is easy and we do our regular walks every day. So then that would be implemented into this walk. I'm real confident on that. The recall is going to be a little bit more, so I think you'll be fine. And you can always add in a day if needed later on. But for what you're needing, I think you'll be perfectly fine with those 2. Okay.
That sounds good.
So what I would do is when you get in contact with Maria, we can structure out how you want to do the daycare versus the daycare and train. Are you, because there's follow-up lessons with the daycare and train where I work with you to see what he knows.
Okay.
And I've been meeting with clients at Oz Park. If that works for you.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Because there's lots of distraction. There's usually dogs, things like that, that you're able to work in a very realistic environment.
Yes.
So you'll get that practice in. And then if you ever need like a reference, like I said, we do have those videos up that you're more than welcome to watch.
Okay.
Just to kind of help you clarify some things. And then I think you'll be perfectly fine. Okay?
Okay, that sounds good.
For the collar, the one, you have a couple of options for Bailey. One runs $287 with tax. They're pricey, but they last a really long time.
Okay.
I've had mine for 8 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They're waterproof.
Okay.
And the range is anywhere from half a mile to 3/4 mile.
Okay.
So plenty of range for your standard family pet.
Yeah.
So the one that runs $287, I don't have in stock. You could get that on Amazon. I do have one in stock. It's actually this. It looks like this here. Okay. That I think would work for Bailey as well. Off the top of my head, I don't know how much, but I'm pretty confident it's cheaper than $287. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll send you Maria will send you the model name.
Okay.
Pricing, and then you just decide what you want to go with. Okay. I don't have a preference. I think for Bailey's personality, I think you'll be fine with either one.
Okay.
I think the only difference is this one here, I believe, is only half a mile.
Okay.
And the other one is 3/4 mile. Okay. So
are they both waterproof?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident they're both waterproof. I'll double check for you.
Okay.
And let Maria let you know.
Okay.
Actually, modern, fully waterproof. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll get to the prices for those, and then you can start Bailey with the daycare train whenever you're ready, because I have my own collars.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about getting the collar immediately.
Okay.
But you'll need it definitely by the time you're going to have your lesson.
Okay.
And it's typically after 5 days. Okay.
Okay.
So after you've had 5 full daycare and train days with us, then you have your first lesson. So he's had plenty of work.
Okay.
Okay. And then I think that's pretty much it.
Are there days that you can't do the daycare and train, where he can only do daycare, like based on your schedule at all, or how does it work?
Ideally, Monday through Friday would be the best,
Okay.
because that's when we're able to do the most work.
Yeah.
Saturday
Okay.
and Sunday, I'm in and out with client
Okay.
visits, whatever, or at the park.
Yeah.
So Monday through Friday would definitely be the times where I would be doing a lot of hands-on with him, along with
Okay.
my other trainers.
Okay.
And when we do, so what we separates us from most places is that we don't do 30-minute sessions. Okay, Bailey's going to be training from the time he's here to the time he leaves.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Okay, so he'll get his play, he'll get his daycare time, he'll get his
Yeah.
rest, right? But we're working all day.
Okay.
Most
Okay.
places it's like 30-minute sessions, and then the dog is done. We do a lot of work here. Okay.
Okay.
So to prep him, and we do realistic stuff. So like he would be going out applying the training. Like my trainers go to Home Depot and stuff to work
Okay.
with dogs. So
Okay.
it's a lot of distractions.
Yeah.
That when you get him, you're getting a very good foundation.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So he could even start like once I work it out with Maria. I think I have him signed up this. Wait, what's today? I have him signed up this Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday next week.
Yeah.
But we could do daycare and training. Like
Correct.
start that early. Okay.
Because we have the collars here. We have our own.
Okay. Okay.
And then whenever you're ready to get yours, definitely after 5 days when you plan that session.
Uh-huh.
And what I suggest is that you order it, because Amazon's been delivering on time. I know there was some kind of
A little
speculation,
delay. Yeah.
but everybody's been getting their collars on time.
Okay.
Is that you read your book and you test it out. And I'm also going to send you some video links to educate you on how it works and everything.
Okay.
So that when you show up to the lesson, like you already had that knowledge, and we don't waste time, and you can just start learning the stuff that he knows. Okay.
Okay. That sounds good.
And then we'll just take it from there.
Okay, good. I'm excited.
Yeah, no, I think he's a great candidate. I actually have some videos that I did with Bailey already, with the prong collar.
Okay.
And I'm going to be using him as well for some other videos. I just edit with other stuff, but he's really good. He's very receptive. I think you got a good dog. He's a great personality. So.
Okay, sweet.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Maria will handle all that stuff, and if you have any other questions, you just let us know.
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome. Thank you, Lindsay.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye.